Okay, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Siobhan, I'm 35, I'm from Ireland, and I am documenting my journey of coming off mirtazapine. If this is the first video you've landed on, please go back and watch video 1, things will make a whole pile more sense. Otherwise, I'm not a GP, I'm not a doctor, I'm not telling anybody what to do, it's purely a video account of my journey off this drug. Today is Halloween. It's the 31st of October and I'm recording this video really quickly because we're actually very rapidly approaching trick-or-treat time, and the doorbell has already rang, even though it is like 4 p.m. so some people are getting started very early. But yeah, I'm going to make this snappy so the doorbell isn't ringing every 2 seconds. So where we are at, I am now 14 days fully off mirtazapine, and I will say the past week has been the most difficult since I started the tapering process. I've had some continuation of symptoms, some ramping up of symptoms, and just some different kind of things going on. So I'm going to run through it quickly. In last week's video, I was having some issues with stomach pain, and that has been kind of on and off. For the most part, it's not there. It's just kind of like real cramping, and my rib area is definitely getting the brunt of it. But some days it's okay, some days it's not. It probably is connected to what I'm eating. I have a feeling, because days where I've eaten much plainer food, it hasn't been as bad. But that has lessened, but it's still occasionally there. I have been having the thing that I was dreading. If anybody watches video number 1, the number one thing I was dreading was skin stuff. I have very, very sensitive skin anyway, so it was the one that I was most nervous of, but it was the one I was probably most likely to encounter just because I have very sensitive skin in the first place. And what I've had in the past 7 days is I've had some rashes appear. I had 3 separate rashes on the back of my neck, and I had 2 separate rashes on my back, and all of those were pretty itchy. I've had very itchy skin, but in kind of like unusual places, like the backs of my fingers have been really, really itchy. My toes have been really, really itchy. The soles of my feet have been really itchy. And then there'll just be random spots here and there that are incredibly itchy. That one really not coping very well with. That is kind of driving my anxiety up, and I'm struggling a bit with that. The areas that I've had rashes appear, I pretty speedily put cortisone cream on, not a lot, but just a small amount, and it kind of resolved it very quickly, like within 24 hours. So yeah, that one I'm struggling to kind of deal with, and I'm hoping that one passes soon. In general, I think the past week, my anxiety has been up, but it's weird because it's not my traditional anxiety. Before I ever went on mirtazapine, I had an issue with health anxiety, and the anxiety I have at the moment is just kind of a general uneasiness, a general feeling of I don't want to be feeling all of these physical sensations and symptoms, and when are they going to end? So I've been struggling a little bit with that. I've had the occasional headache again. It's the same things that were kind of going along, nothing too dramatic. Sleep-wise, it's been pretty okay. I'm getting kind of on average 6 hours of sleep a night. If it's a bad night, I might get 5 hours. On a very good night, I might get 7 hours, but for the most part, I'm getting 6. Wake up very early, still finding I have a lot more energy, I'm a lot more present, I'm a lot more with it, and just in general, it's one of those situations where the symptoms are very uncomfortable, but I'm not going back on the tablet. I'm not going to take the drug again. So therefore, it's just like, I have to get through this, regardless of the itching or the stomach pain or the headache or whatever. I'm not going back on the drug. So it's just forcing myself through it. Otherwise, in spite of the itching and the stomach pains and all those things, it hasn't actually stopped me from doing anything that I wanted to do. I still went running twice this week. I still went to the gym twice this week. On Saturday, we brought our dog out for a 10-kilometer walk. We went for breakfast this morning. We went to church on Sunday. We're still going food shopping and doing all of the things that I would be doing anyway. So all in all, it's manageable. When I set up this account, I obviously wanted it to be a really positive space, and I still want to maintain that, but I don't want to be dishonest either and say, yeah, like everything's hunky-dory, I don't have any symptoms. I do, But you know, I've been on a drug for 1 year and 3 months that altered the hormones or chemicals or whatever is going on in my body, and coming off that, it only makes logical sense that there are symptoms coming off. The point that I'm trying to make is, even though there are symptoms, I can still do what I want to do. My dog is still getting walked, I'm still exercising, you know, I'm still maintaining relationships, all those kinds of things. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't have much more to say. I'm hoping the next week will go better. I'm expecting the doorbell to start ringing any moment. We've got our sweets ready. Got my Hocus Pocus t-shirt prepared. So I'm going to sign this off, and I'll see you back here in a week. Sending all of the love and positive vibes to anybody who is also on this journey. Okay, see you in a week.